everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back to My String of Pearls.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying welcome back to you. This is episode 17, right?
17 it is,
And
yes.
we're coming to you from March 2022.
Yes.
I'm not going to say a date because I don't know when this is going to get edited and I don't know when this is going to get uploaded, but it is March 2022 and we are back.
And we have been absent for a while, but for very good reasons.
Yeah. But let's introduce ourselves before we get into why we've been gone. My name is Mioka.
My name is Linda.
Linda's my mom.
Miyoka's my daughter.
Yeah, and we are My String of Pearls. We are from the Okanagan in British Columbia, Canada, which we are very thankful to be from. It's such a beautiful place of the country.
Yes,
for the world.
yes,
and
it
safe.
is.
It seems somewhat safer compared to some places in the world right now. So that is where we are from.
Yes.
Where can we find us?
You can find me on Ravelry, L Pearl, and you can find me on Instagram at Linda Pearl Pearls.
You got it. We are collectively on Instagram as my.stringofpearls. I'm kind of the moderator behind that, but we post collectively there. And then, of course, we have our Ravelry group is My String of Pearls. And just to keep it simple, my username on Ravelry is My String of Pearls. Mm-hmm. So find us all there. Of course, I'll link all that down the bottom. And
thank you.
Yeah.
For doing that.
Yeah. So that's where you can find us, other than here, obviously. And we've missed you all.
We have. We've been thinking about you and
wanting to
podcast, but there's just not been time to do so. And
I've been attached to a little human outside of my body. So I will introduce that little human a little bit later on when they wake up from their nap. But I'm going to keep that a surprise for those of you who do not know who.
Yes,
is here yet.
Yes, it's very exciting
it's very
news.
Exciting. Yes. Mm-hmm. So let's just get into what we're wearing maybe, hey?
Okay, for sure.
This is an old finished object because I don't really have any new ones. This is the Kyler shawl by Isabel Kramer. I was gifted this yarn from Amanda from Sweet Skein of Mine. I talk about this several times back podcasts. This shawl I absolutely love. It has a lot of special meaning to me, and I actually wore it to the hospital and during part of my labor as well. So it's just kind of a little bit more love, and I just pulled it out of actually the hospital bag. I couldn't find it. It was still tucked in my suitcase.
Yeah.
And it has that like new baby smell.
Yeah. Oh, that's so precious.
That's
so
what
precious.
I'm wearing. What are you got
And
on?
I'm wearing Cedar Pullover by Hohi Locatelli. It's one of my finished projects, my FO. Mm-hmm. And it's made with linen. And I'm really happy with it. It was, as most of you who have knit with linen, it's a little bit trickier. It's not the same as using wool yarn or a variety of wool. And it's really nice. I am going to be wearing it lots in the summer. It's got a really, really nice drape to it. Mm-hmm. I have modified this, and I'm not putting the bottom lace pattern on it. I just did a twisted rib, as was suggested by one of the other gals.
Can I show this?
Yes,
so this is the original lace detail. Where am I? We're out of practice. The lace detail that's on the bottom, and you've just done the rib to match the collar. And
and it's really nice. I've got it over top of a
romper.
A romper. Oops, knocked the table. Yeah, so it's really comfortable. I've worn it with long sleeves, short sleeves. It can be worn with a tank top underneath. I'll probably do that in the summer or over a dress. Yeah. And it's really neat. But one thing, I should throw this out to everybody. One thing that I have a trouble with is remembering which is the front, which is the back. What do you do to make sure that you remember how to do that?
I've seen just take a little bit of different color yarn and just weave just a little bit into the back. Like right along the edge, so you wouldn't really see it from the front. Then, it just gives you that. And then, of course, you can get tags and stuff like that as well. But I just find that if it's your own yarn or your own knit, you don't need to
I don't need to do that.
On
there. But it's really nice. It's got a really, really nice drape to it, and this little whatever stripe.
Detail.
It's really fun to do.
Yeah. It looks really good on you. And originally when you said you weren't doing the lace, I wish you would have, because I thought that was beautiful, but this suits you more.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a color out of your regular comfort zone too.
Well, I'm going more to this color, which is really big for me because I don't go to this color, so I'm enjoying it. But what I found too is I don't want people to be looking at that part of my body. So if I was to put the lace there, focus would go there.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I'd rather focus here.
There you go. Perfect.
So
Well,
I'm
great.
really pleased with it.
Did you have that finished last time? I don't think so.
No, it was in progress.
It was in progress.
Yeah, so I'm very pleased to have that done.
Because last time we podcasted was October 2021. So right before baby.
October 30th.
Yeah.
October 30th, before Christmas, or before Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was a while ago and before baby. So, yeah, I have been knitting.
Mom has been busy.
Yeah, I've been doing fun things.
Very busy.
I'm not working anymore, so my focus, my brain power is focused in the things that I really want to do instead of the things I have to do. So, yay.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what we're wearing, I guess.
That's what we're wearing, yeah. We're going on and on, aren't we, already? It's been a while. This might be a long...
It's been some time.
Yeah. It's... Okay, so what were you doing next?
Why don't you talk to me about your works in progress?
Okay. My works in progress. I've always got socks on the go.
Always
got socks on the go. So these ones are just about done. Just got to do the toe. And the self-striping yarn is from Scrumptious Purl that I ordered a while ago, and I'm just working my way through them.
Beautiful.
And whoops, there is back and the front. And I always do 2 at a time, but on 2 separate sets of needles. And that way they turn out to be the same length and size.
I really enjoy knitting socks. I don't like wearing them. I don't know what it is, but I have sensitive feet and I can feel the stitches. I've tried different yarn. I've tried smaller needles. I've tried so many different things, and I can feel the stitches. And so
sometimes it's just not comfortable. I've heard that from other people too. And something that we'll have to try in the future. And I haven't done this for myself either. I usually use wool mixed with nylon or polyester or something. I want to use just plain wool and just see how that works.
I did knit Matt the pair of old-fashioned work socks out of the custom woolen mills.
Yes.
And I have worn those before in a pinch when we were out camping. My feet were frozen. He's like, well, I've got these socks.
How did they go?
I liked them, and it actually worked out well because my lovely husband put them in the dryer, so they fit me
they're yours
better.
now.
No, they're not mine because he still pulls them on, and hence why there's a hole in the heel.
Oh.
But that being said, he enjoys socks like that, so I might just knit him socks.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's not my, I don't know.
Well, you wear your socks nice and snug, and you wear thin socks.
Like, I wear...
We're going to show our feet.
Like, tight to me, thin, kind of like an athletic. This is darn tough. And there's wool in it. It's like a merino.
Those are really thin, but this is what I wear.
Yeah.
And
look how flexible we are.
Very good.
And the lack of a baby belly.
But I have knit socks, so they have a heavier heel on them. Pardon me, a heavier sole on them with doing the reinforcement. But I have been lately, in the last half a year or so, been making socks that are just single layer, and I wear those in shoes. But the ones with the bottom, the extra yarn on the bottom, I wear when I need to have really warm feet, and in the house, like house socks.
Yeah, well, and you tend to have your feet run cold, whereas I run quite warm, and I prefer to be barefoot, so that might be saying something too. Anyway, we're on a tangent, as
we
usual.
are.
Okay, so those socks on the go.
Austin,
who are they for? Yourself?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, unless someone comes along that I love really lots and share them with. You never know. It's just that way.
Yeah.
And I have Beekeeper's cardigan.
Yeah.
I had that on the go last time.
You had done your swatch.
I had done my swatch.
Yeah.
And this is by Marie Green. There you see her. And I've done mine quite similar to hers, except for my modification is longer sleeves.
So now that I hear about your modifications on this lovely sweater and your Beekeepers, I have to ask you, is your Ravelry updated, Linda?
No, it is not.
I think so.
Because my hands are so busy and my brain is busy. But I have been doing other things too, and I'll share that with you. Well, you can always
send me the details because I have lots of idle time while I'm nursing to update someone's Ravelry for her.
Yes, you can. So this is almost finished. I was hoping to cast off the last sleeve.
You want me to put it on
this morning? Yeah, I was hoping Mio could put it on for me. And it's still attached.
Yeah.
And it's got its the what is this called?
Oh, I don't have. Okay.
Oh yeah, be careful on your sleeve. It's got all the little bits still left in it. Well, oh, it looks nice on you.
It does. Not my color, but I really like this sweater.
It's a nice sweater.
It's really soft.
These were really fun to do. The little bees were really fun to do.
Okay, so that's a question I have because Leanna and I thought they looked like the honeycomb. Yeah. The honeycomb of the bee, and you thought these little details looked like bees. Mm-hmm. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, tell us what you think.
What do you think? I'm like, lopsided with my
You are lopsided here.
Just trying not to show my chest too much.
It's supposed to fit like this on the shoulders so that it lays flat. You just twist it here, sister. There you go. So it sort of goes differently around the shoulders, the corners. Mm-hmm. And we still got the piece on there where for the sleeves.
Yeah.
But I do want to change it a little bit. I do not like the way I've bound off this edge.
But yeah, even myself, I was already tugging it down, thinking, but you like it a little bit cropped, don't you? Or are you adding
it's down here on me. Like it's down further. It does stretch a lot after it's been blocked. I have blocked it once, mm-hmm. and to find out how long I wanted the sleeves, mm-hmm. so I've added one more B section and the sleeves. Mm-hmm. But it can be worn like this.
Yeah, it's really soft.
It's really soft. It's got two yarns. I knit it with 2 yarns.
Yeah, and we talked about that in the last podcast.
Yes,
too. Yeah.
One of them is some yarn that I've natural dyed with marigold.
And of course, you're thinner than I am, and your chest is smaller, so it will have a nice.
I want it to be.
You want it to be open, kind of like hers.
Yep.
So are you going to button?
Nope, no button, nothing, just as is. Yeah, and my stitch markers are on there and everything. So
beautiful.
I'll probably be wearing it next time.
Well, it depends on what next time is.
And I have
it off.
Yep.
Just pull the sleeve, maybe.
Okay. And this sleeve, yeah.
There you go.
And I've got a yellow linen dress I want to make. Maybe that'll come up soon. So that's that.
I have really nice cream linen left over from my apron still too.
Oh, that's nice. So I'm very pleased with that knit. It was a bit of a challenge. I do challenge myself so that I learn new things. Not that they stay, but I do learn them.
And what do you think of the color? Because you do wear like a lighter yellow often, or a yellowy color. And
yes. It's probably not as complimentary a color for me as some colors, but I do like the color.
Really nice in
I'm
the
attracted
summertime,
to
especially when you've got a little bit more freckle and
more freckles and tan. But also too, I won't be wearing it in the fall because we have these little tiny flies that are attracted to yellow, and I will not be wearing it then. So,
so beautiful. Yeah. I love it. Beekeeper. I'm gonna write that down for my notes.
Okay.
I need your paper. Sorry.
Yes, and that's. Oh, I have a half and half wrap cowl. I forgot to bring it. No, half and half.
Half and half
triangles wrap. That I'm. I have a half and half triangles wrap that I'm almost finished. I've got.
This is just so comical for me because
this much. Never mind. Don't bug me.
If you've been following us along, you know this. What would you want to call it? The story behind the half and half triangles wrap in Linda. And her complete aversion to it in the beginning, and now she loves it and is flying on it and is almost done.
Okay, let me.
And wants to bring mine to her house so she can knit it because I don't have time. I love it.
Does anyone else do TV knitting?
But it's just so.
It's that time of year you spend more time in front of the TV.
Go back, like it's just. I have to go back and like maybe put the clip in here. I'm like, I don't have.
I have to redeem myself. I have to redeem myself. At first, I thought, I probably wouldn't use that. It's too big. It's too warm. It's just. And
I don't.
But I did just.
Gonna wake up the baby.
And so I ordered yarn to make a different project, and I finished that with linen quill. Fell in love with linen quill, and I thought, okay, I am going to do this half and half triangles wrap. So ordered the yarn.
Well, we waited for a sale because we're in Canada and Purls Soho's in the States. And then if you enter an email, you get a discount and you get a sale, and it just makes it more efficient for us to order it. And I think after a certain price point, it's free shipping as well. So it makes sense. That's one of the troubles we have in Canada to the States.
But it just makes sense, and that's okay. That's just the way life goes.
And what you were saying about you had knit with 2 strands of linen quill, and you felt that it was... Can you explain that? You had said last time you would prefer to knit with 1 strand of worsted rather than 2 strands of fingering in the future? Okay.
So I used linen quill, not realizing that they did have a worsted weight.
Or maybe they didn't at the time.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I used 2 fingering weight of linen quill to make a sweater. And then I found that the sweater is heavier. Even with my beekeeper's cardigan, the sweater is heavier when you use 2 yarns because, of course, it's denser, and so it's heavier. So if I was to make the same garment with a worsted weight, which is what it calls for, the sweater or garment would be lighter and not so heavy.
Because 2 strands of fingering makes worsted? No, 2 strands of fingering makes...
Worsted. Or DK. DK. I get so confused.
Yeah, me too.
See, we're all confused.
Have to ask Google.
But anyways, it does.
And of course,
it's heavier.
The way that the yarns are interacting with each other would make it a different drape as well.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't, depending on the yarn. But that's something to think about when you are planning to make a sweater, because you made your sweater from Tanis Lavalley.
The city limits.
And that's a heavier sweater.
It's held with 2 fingering. And you alternate the colors down for the different stripes. Yeah, and it's heavier and denser. And I actually wear it quite a bit because it feels like I really enjoy like a pullover, like a wet shirt material pullover, because it's thick and I don't get the cold air, like the air holes. I feel like when you wear...
it's dense. So a garment like this, the wind would go right through.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. We are so out of practice.
Working on
Are you following along?
We probably having a tough time following each other.
This editing is going to be a dream.
Oh, goodness sakes. So, the denseness of your sweater, the weight, the actual weight of the finished garment compared to 2 strands of fingering and 1 strand of worsted or DK, whichever you have.
Exactly. Long tangent away from the half and half triangles wrap, but it is absolutely completely hilarious to me.
It.
Well, you can bring it next time and it'll finish.
Yeah. So my plan is, while I'm still watching TV in the evenings, is to finish mine. Yeah. Come get hers because she's busy doing other things in the evening, and I'll work on hers. You're halfway through.
I am knitting. I only knit a little bit, and I'll show you in a second what I am knitting, but it's just not... Yeah.
So Miyoko's on the 2nd color.
It probably would be a good project for me to pick up and just like knit, but when I am knitting, I'm craving that creativity and like following a pattern, and so I'll show. Should I show now what I'm working on?
Yes, that's all I have for whips.
So, at Christmas time, we have a tradition of the Christmas book bag. It kind of started when my husband was in elementary school. And so Santa would bring a book for everybody and it would go in the Christmas book bag. My mother-in-law has carried that tradition on. And so now that we have our own family, my husband and I exchanged books essentially and gave one to the baby as well. And he didn't know what book I wanted. And I'm not a huge novel reader. I'll read on my iPad if I'm going to read a novel. But I was just looking online for different books of what would be a good option for him to give me. And this was one of them. He didn't give me this one. However, it was still in my idea of what I wanted. And I ordered it from the library to borrow to make sure that this was exactly what I wanted. I have to leave that there. Before I actually purchase it. Does that make sense?
Yes. So this gift is actually a late gift because you weren't sure what that gift was supposed to be?
No, he didn't order me I got a different book for Christmas.
Oh, I see.
But this was a book that I'd sent him saying, like, I would love to knit our sweet little baby some animal friends. Because I really, really enjoyed the Susan B. Anderson Veggie Charm set. I think I've showed that sometimes.
Yes.
I really enjoy a quick knit. I enjoy little things, quick knits. It's instant gratification, and any kind of toy thing tangible for kids to play with is really fun. So this was on my list. I wasn't 100% sure that I wanted it. And so before taking the plunge of actually purchasing it for myself, I borrowed it from the library and now renewed it I'm actually making the mouse right now. So this is Knitted Animal Friends by Louise Crowther.
Sorry,
I apologize, Louise. And it's absolutely adorable. So I am knitting the mouse. Where's the mouse?
There she is.
She's got a name, Dorothy, the mouse.
Dorothy, that's a nice name.
Look
Isn't she
her.
cute?
She's
so sweet.
And
I just say supposed to be 16 inches tall-ish. That's what they say.
Like that. It was bigger than I had expected, like I said. And I was one of those things where I wasn't working a lot while I was off maternity leave. I'm back a little bit now, but just didn't want to go and purchase more yarns, trying to save money. And so I was going through the little option on Ravelry. All these patterns are available on Ravelry as well. There's yarn ideas or yarn used. And so I went through and I actually found Drops Flora was used a couple of times. And I had this in my stash. I don't think I used any of it, or maybe I used something for a little ornament at one point. So I had that, and I've started knitting. And so it's all knit flat. I have mouse parts all over my house. My cat loves this.
That's one thing I don't like about putting them together. So good on you, girl.
It's knit flat. So here's the head, and then you mattress stitch it and stuff it together. So there's the head. Here is one arm. Here's an ear.
I don't think it's going to be 16 inches.
The tail, and I'm working on the second arm right now.
Look at those tiny needles.
Yeah, it's exactly the same needles that I used for my charm set.
Yep, very nice.
So that being said, I had this yarn. It's not the same color as what the mouse was made out of originally, but I figured, well, it's close enough. But our local yarn shop, A Twist of Yarn, has fantastic deal on the Drops Flora. I think it's $5 a skein.
And this is our name of our local yarn shop.
Twist of Yarn. Hi, Camilla and Katie.
In Vernon, BC.
Wonderful, wonderful yarn shop. Check it out, and they do ship. So I went in there just because I figured I have a lot of colors in fingering and scraps, and like I just said, I didn't really want to spend a ton of money on this project, but I needed like the body colors.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a lighter gray, a darker gray, a white, and then I couldn't resist.
Oh, isn't that just the sweetest color?
And so then the clothing and the accessories will be knit out of my fingering weight stash. And if I need a specific color, I can go back and get it from the girls. But like I said, it was
like to
kind
dress a stuffy.
Yeah, and I think the clothing is all interchangeable, and it's fast, it's easy. I can sit down at night and make an arm or whatnot. So yeah, that's what I'm up to.
Nice.
In between naps and whatnot.
I want to talk about a project I have going.
It's really hard not to share who baby is.
You will. One of Miyoka's clients has contacted me about repairing a stuffy for her daughter. So I'm not going to give
very well-loved stuffy.
A very well-loved stuffy. Like, I don't even know how old this young lady is.
She's same age as Wyatt, so turning 15.
Yes. So she has a stuffy named Pips. So Pips has been to my house for a repair once already, and she is back, like gender neutral.
Did you see them?
Yeah, I have Pips.
I have Pips. Oh, I want to see
Pips. So Pips is at my house. Pips has quite a personality. He's a little bear, a little brown bear, and he's getting a repair. And I'm going to make her a dress, a little blue dress. So it covers the repairs.
Is it that size?
No, he's only about this tall.
Okay. He? I should find out.
Well,
I'll find out if it has a gender, and then I'll let you know if a dress or a sweater. Oh, you do? Okay.
Gender neutral, so sometimes he's a he and sometimes it's she. So
very with the times, Pips.
So I checked out with Mom to see if I could make a dress. Now, this young lady's favorite color is blue, so I found this really blue, beautiful blue flowered fabric. So I'm going to make a dress for her.
Oh, you're going to sew it.
I'm going to sew a little dress for her so that can cover up the repairs and the modifications that Pips has had. But I will we'll insert a picture because she will be ready for early next week. So
Pips will be ready.
Pips will be ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
So a nice story.
Yeah. I'm just checking the monitor here, and baby is trying to wake up a little bit, but until I actually hear her cry, I don't go in. So
good mama.
Let's keep going.
Okay, so I sort of have an acquisition that I acquired quite some time ago.
You know what we need to show? I'll go grab it. You talk about that. I'll go grab it.
Okay. I have an acquisition that I purchased some yarn to gift yarn and for myself. And it's from A Fiber for the People. So this is called Busker, and it's got rich, rich colors in it. Lovely, lovely colors. And so you can wear it with just about anything. I'm making a cowl, a willow cowl. It's called by Amelia Lyon. So this is the cowl. Oops, upside down even. Oh my goodness. So this is the cowl. You can get it on Ravelry as well. So that's what I'm starting next. So it's an acquisition from some time ago, but I will be putting it on my needles as soon as the cardigan, Beekeeper's cardigan, is done. It is. You have some yarn from...
I was going to say, what have I done with hers? Or have I used it yet?
I don't know. But she is from the southwest of the United States.
And she has a podcast?
She has a podcast. I can't
remember what it's called because she changes the name of it often.
I hear a voice.
Yeah. Okay,
so that's the next one that's on my list to do. And another acquisition sort of stems from a gift. So I have had a gift from a dear friend, Julie, and it is colored minis from Okanagan Dye Works. Now, these are really lovely colors, and I thought, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? So I purchased a second one. So I have two. So I have more of a options, and I bought some plain colors from Nikki as well, from Okanagan Dye Works. And this is a very lovely color. It's called Aubergine. And it's a very purple, like my sweater I'm wearing. So that I'm going to be making a Simple Stripes sweater by Suvi Simola. So this is the black and white version. And I'm not quite sure exactly how I'm going to put the stripes, so I'll have to play with that a little bit. But it's made with fingering yarn, so it'll take me quite a while to do. But that's okay. I will be enjoying the stripes and that whole process of putting that together. So I'm excited about that. Oh, Miyoka wanted to show you some yarn. Well, this was a gift. No, this is some yarn that Amanda from Sweet Skein of Yarn has gifted to Miyoka. She might tell you about it some more in the future. As far as I know, it's gifted yarn. From Amanda from Sweet Skein of Mine. Like, look at those lovely colors. Look how rich they are. Just so nice. Her dyeing is so cool. And she does such a nice job. Who is that in there?
Who's that girl?
Look at you.
Henny,
well, this was yours when you were a baby.
It is. And she's got socks from Grandpa.
Oh, my goodness.
Hi, Gran.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hi, Gran.
Well, hi there. Good morning. How are you doing, sweetie? Hi.
Great. Can you look at the camera?
Who's that?
Welcoming beautiful little Miss Henley Elizabeth
to
the podcast. This is our sweet baby girl. She was born 3 weeks early in November. We were due in December, and she was born in November. And she's what's taken up my time and my knitting hands lately, but I'm okay with it. Excuse you, Berber. And yeah, she's about 3.5 months old already, which is absolutely crazy, but we have to show off what she's wearing. So she's got the socks from Gran. They're still a little bit big, but they fit nice. Hi, sweetheart.
And check out this sweater.
And this sweater was her mommy's. It was mine when I was little.
I made this for Miyoka when she was a baby girl.
I don't even think we can offer the pattern for this because we don't even know what it is, do we?
I wouldn't know. No.
This is the finished object of the year, if you ask me.
Yes, the very, very important finished object.
Yeah, this is Henley.
And she's a sweet little baby girl.
She's a sweetheart. She's so content. Has lots of smiles for us.
She's pretty serious most of the time, but she's got smiles too.
Yeah, she takes in her world, don't you? You've had a good nap?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is Henley. And the rest of the podcast might be intermittent because she's awake.
But I have something for Henley too.
You have something for Henley?
Yeah, something. Gran, that's my name. The grandkids call me. Gran has a quilt for baby girl.
Oh, thanks, Gran.
So this is the color of this on the outside. And this is the lovely color on the inside. We'll insert a picture here so you can see the whole thing.
Oh,
so
look at that.
Girl. There you go.
Look at the butterflies.
Look at that.
Purple. She loves it.
Oh my goodness.
There's lots of contrast on there.
Yes.
See?
So this is special for you, little Henley girl.
Thank you.
And there is, on here, it says...
Henley Elizabeth.
Henley Elizabeth.
Beautiful. Love, Gran.
Love, Gran.
Aw, thanks, Gran.
There you go, sweetie pie. Little sweetie.
Yes. More spits up?
Yep. On her cheek. Oh, below her lip. There we go.
We had a good feed before we went down for our nap, so probably take this off.
So that's the quilt for my little pumpkin.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So yes, Miss Henley arrived 3 weeks early. I was able to have a really, really successful labor, delivery, birth, recovery, everything like that. The human body is human body in general, but the woman's body is absolutely amazing.
It's amazing how it's all put together and
just really grateful for the health that we have within her and myself. So everything went well. I was off work earlier because I had preeclampsia, so a little bit of high blood pressure, and I got to sit and knit headbands for a local market that we had near our house. And I did really well with that. Hi. How come you're spitting up? And then after she was born, I really didn't knit much for a really long time. Because you're busy.
Transition.
You're busy. Yeah.
Transition of a new person in your life.
Exactly. So, I have a few things for her that I've knit, obviously, but she was so small. She was 5 pounds 1 ounce, and so she's just starting to fit into some things now. And it's been really cold here too, so it's been nice to be able to put her in some stuff. Hey, are you hungry? Are you happy, girl?
We can take a break if you want.
We might have to. You want to take a break? So we're going to take a little bit of a break, give this girl some food, because she can smell it, and we'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.